Zoom is a cloud-based video conferencing platform that can be used for video conferencing meetings, audio conferencing, webinars, meeting recordings, and live chat. According to some researchers, Zoom is the most popular video conferencing solution for companies with 500 employees or fewer, and the second most popular solution for companies with more than 500 employees after Skype for Business. Here is a complete guidance on how to use Zoom for beginners. First thing to do is going to zoom.us. Then you should sign up here for free. Before signing up, you should confirm that you are over 18 years old to be eligible to work with Zoom. After verifying your age, you can use your work email address or an existing Google or Facebook account to sign up. Once you have signed up, you can either use the website or the application to use Zoom, but I recommend you to use the application because it provides you more features to use. But you can use most of the features both in the website and the application. In order to download the application, select Resources here and then Download Zoom Client. Then select Zoom Clients for Meeting. Then select the Download button just below the Zoom Client for Meetings. There are several other options here which are plugins and extensions for Zoom, like extension for Firefox or Google Chrome, or the plugin for Microsoft Outlook. After you successfully downloaded the installer file, install the application. When you install and open the application, you should sign in into your account again. Remember, if you are using an existing account like Google account, you will be again asked to open the Zoom application. The procedure for using the application and the website is almost the same with some minor differences. It is of note that if you are looking for a specific feature, check the description below and find the exact timing for that. Now I'm going to explain how to join or host a meeting. But before that, there are some optional settings that you might be interested in. In your Home tab, select Settings. You can let most of the settings to be as they are, but here are some of my favorite settings before joining a meeting. If you select Video, and then check Touch Up My Appearance. This will add a filter to your webcam, so you don't need to make up or shower before joining a meeting. The next thing I would like to use is turn off my video when joining a meeting. This will prevent your face appear on a huge screen projector when joining an all-hands meeting. If you don't want others to see your background, select Virtual Background, and you can select your favorite background during the meeting. If you want to record your meeting, in the Recording tab, you can choose the destination folder for your recording. There are other options for recording here as well, but remember, once you have joined the meeting, you would not be able to make any changes to your recording settings. You shouldn't need to make other changes before joining a meeting, unless you have some specific changes in your mind to do. Now that we are done with the setting, we can join the meeting. In order to join a meeting, you will need an invitation. This invitation could be in the form of an invitation link, or you are just provided with the meeting ID and the password. If you have the invitation email, use the link. In the window that appears, it will ask you that if you want to open the Zoom application, or you can just use the website itself. Once you open the application, you should wait for your host to start the meeting. If your host has activated the waiting room, you should wait until your host let you in. Now you are in the meeting. If you don't want to use the application and you want to use the website itself, you can click on the link. Then you should select cancel. Then click here. You should again select cancel. And an option will appear here that asks you that if you want to join from your browser. If you click on it, then you should know the meeting password that is provided in the email that you got. When you are in the meeting, you may need to activate your microphone and your camera. Remember that you can change this setting to be automatically in your settings. To activate your microphone, select Join Audio. If you are not sure about the functionality of your devices, click Test Speaker and Microphone. If you have heard the ringtone, click Yes. You can check your microphone here. If you have heard the reply, click Yes. Select Join with Computer Audio. And then select Join with Computer Audio one more time. Now your microphone is activated. For activating your camera, you can simply click Start Video. If you want to record your meeting, you can select Record here. One of the most common things in every meeting is to share a presentation. If you want to share your own presentation, click Share Screen. Remember, in order to be able to share anything with others, the host should give the permission before. By double-clicking on the screen, you will be able to share your whole screen. If you double-click on the whiteboard, a blank page will appear. You will have different tools for presenting. You can draw anything you want. You can put different marks like check mark and other useful tools. At the end, you can save this presentation by selecting Save. If you want to stop sharing, simply click Stop Share here. You can easily sync with your iPhone or iPad here. If you want to share anything from your own computer, you should open that file in the background. And then get back to your meeting, close the window, open share screen one more time, and now you should be able to see your file here. Double-click on the file to start presenting. You will have the same tools as the whiteboard here as well if you select Annotate. If you select Remove Control, you can let other participants to make changes in your presentation. In the Advanced tab, if you select Portion of Screen, you can share an arbitrary portion of your screen with others. You can relocate the window, or you can adjust the size. If you select Music or Computer Sound only, you can play anything from your computer and you will share it with others. If you are using a second camera, you can share that by selecting Content from Second Camera. In the Files tab, you can share anything from online storage services with other participants. If you want to invite other participants in the meeting, you can select Invite. But again, your host should give the permission beforehand. You can see the list of participants here, which now it's only me and the host. And if you want to chat privately with other participants, you can select Chat button. What I've said so far about the meeting can be applied to both guests and the host. But if you are the host, you will have more options here. Here is how does it look when you're hosting a meeting. You will have Manage Participants instead of Participants, and you will have more options beside the share screen. For example, you can choose how many people can share simultaneously, or you will have other advanced sharing options. If you're the host and you have activated the waiting room, you will get notified if someone is trying to join the meeting. You can select Admit, or you can check the waiting room, and if it's an unwanted participant, you can easily remove. But now we are going to admit. As a host, you will have different options for managing your participants. You can start a private chat with them. You can ask them to start a video. If you select this, a request will be sent to the participant, and it can be declined or accepted. You can make them host. You can rename the participant. You can put them in the waiting room, or if it's an unwanted participant, you can easily remove them. This is all you need to know about Zoom when you are in the meeting, as a host or as a guest. Now let's see how we can schedule a meeting. If you want to host a meeting just now, you can select New Meeting. Then select Join with Computer Audio. And then you can invite more participants by selecting Invite. If you have any contacts in your Zoom application, you can select them here. Or you can use the Email tab for sending them an invitation email. You can also copy the invitation link by selecting Copy URL, or you can copy the invitation email here and then paste it into your email. If you want to host a meeting for future, select Schedule. Then you can name the topic of your meeting. Then choose the date and the time for your meeting. Then choose the duration for your meeting. Remember, as a host, if you are using a Zoom Basic plan, you cannot take meetings over 40 minutes. But as a guest, there is nothing to worry about. If you want to have this meeting more than one time, you can check Recurring Meeting. In order to adjust the timing, you can do it in the calendar that you decided to sync with. Then you can use your personal meeting ID, or you can generate an ID automatically. Remember that this ID is used for participants to join the meeting. Then you can select a password for your participants to join the meeting. By setting a password, you will increase the privacy of your meeting. Then you can decide that if you or your participants can use the camera. Then you can choose the audio input for your meeting. And at the end, you can choose the calendar that you want to sync with. In the advanced option, you can activate the waiting room, or you can let the participants to join before you. You can mute participants on entry, and you can automatically record meeting on the local computer. By checking this, the whole meeting will be recorded and saved in each of the participants' computer. And at the end, select Schedule. Then you will be led to the calendar that is decided to sync with. You can have the overview of your meetings in the Meeting tab. You can make any changes in the meeting if you want. And here you can copy the invitation for the meeting. If you want to schedule a meeting on the Zoom's website after signing into your account, go to the Meeting tab and then select Schedule a new meeting. Here the procedure is exactly the same as the application, but you will have one extra option, that is the description. You can write a little description about your meeting. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and share it to others that you think may need. And if you are new to this channel, make sure to click the subscribe button and bell notification icon so you don't miss out our tutorial videos. We will upload a complete guide for using Zoom on Android and iOS very soon.